It's different. It's definitely different on the phone. Anyways, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Been live for 15 seconds. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the driver, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to Saben TV, the first one in. Blessed morning. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Marcia Walters. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. Shout out to Justin Brown. Shout out to Kai Tai Jai Empress. Shout out Kai Tai Jai Empress. I first person met me speak Cantonese. Kai Tai Jai. Shout out to, okay, the name them I'm too fast now. So shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. I know King Big said, don't give the live away on a Friday to everybody. Don't open the chat. The chat is obviously open. I couldn't close the chat. I couldn't close the chat because I'm doing it by my phone and I don't have my computer with me. So everybody is in this morning. Please understand that if you violate the live, I'm kicking you out immediately and blocking you immediately if we can't figure out how to do it, right? Shout out to the people who tune in on a regular basis and keep it respectful on these things. And big up to the people who are tuning in this morning. No disrespect. We can disagree, but we can still keep it respectful. See? All right. All right. Road. Yeah, I'm out on road, my friend. Not at home, not in the office, not in my comfort zone, but we still are going to do the morning thoughts. I'm still checking in, and it's Friday, and we still have to say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. See, we made it through another week, right? Marilyn Grant says, please like the live, and it's hit the thumbs up, it's the freaking weekend. Marian is in the building. Good afternoon from Scotland, and hope you are well. Good afternoon, Marian, and we are here and we are well. All right. Wayne Core says, you remind me of your mom. Used to give me free food from her restaurant when I had nothing. Wayne Core, you know, I was telling the audience, you see, people, somehow the people may not even know me, and I don't know. That's why I'm being myself here, man. I went to go pick up some seafood yesterday, and Talman, who used to hook me up, Talman know who I am still, because I met him there. But next brother, as soon as I walk in, he was like, you do YouTube? You know you, SouFLOTv? I say, yes. Him say, eventually he said, the world is small, you know? And I said, yeah, the world is small. That's why you have to behave yourself. Because you don't know who is who. You don't know who know your people. You don't know what kind of embarrassment you could have caused. You don't know who chop off your head because of somebody you violated that you wasn't supposed to violate. So Wayne, big up yourself, my friend. If it's the Wayne that I'm thinking, article Wayne, then big up yourself. But so many Waynes come through there, I don't know. See? Vern is here. Big up yourself. Vernon is here. Vernon is here. Union between Bedford and Franklin. Oh, man. Stomping grounds. SouFLOTv, you diss people all the time. God is God, man. Who me diss all the time? God is God, so me diss people all the time. I don't diss people for fun, my friend. I'm a Jamaican, okay? So you might want to cock your ears, but I'm a Jamaican. So there's no weak fence over here. And a lot of people take kindness for weakness. You understand? We're no weak fence. We're just respectful. We demand respect and we give respect. So if I come to you respectfully, I not expect you to disrespect me. So if you disrespect me, I can rot sometimes. But I have never disrespected somebody who did not put out extra effort to give me extra disrespect. Even some disrespect I walk away from without even responding and just hold it, right? So when you see me return disrespect, just know that I was properly disrespected, right? And I saw the thing go. We don't walk around and look for trouble. We have good energy, man, and we have too much productive things to do to waste time doing foolishness and look for somebody to argue with and look for somebody for disrespect. What does it do for me? Nothing. Not a thing. You don't put $1 in my account. You don't pay not one of them bills here. It don't do nothing for me. So yeah, we keep it respectful all the way. Seeing God is God. Don't no bother with it today. Yeah, God is God there. Some people pay them money and get their membership so them can talk them foolishness still. But you still subjected to you better know. Hey, um, so yeah, true that. True that. Donna Thompson, we can't please everybody. And you know what? We're not trying to. We're not trying to. We're just trying to live a life where we're right in the sight of the Almighty, because that's the most important thing. I can't account for anything else except for that. You know, when between me and God, when me know say everybody else is gone, and I can look in the mirror and say to myself, "You're a genuinely good person in a youth." Yeah, that that can't you can't buy that. You know what I say? You can't buy that. Anyhow, we have some things to talk about this morning. We'll start off warming up because we're warming up. I'm out up on the road. Um, yeah, I shared yesterday morning just a little 1 minute video just to let you guys know there wouldn't be a morning live yesterday morning, but that we would be here this morning. I want to tell you something. When I do the live on my phone, I find it to watch back and listen back on YouTube, it's a better watch back and listen back than when I do it from the office anyway. So even though I don't feel like it when I'm doing it by the phone, because I'm so used to the cameras, the lighting, setup, all that stuff. But when I work with it either which way, some people just naturally miserable. June Johnson, absolutely. Some people have a miserable spirit. No matter what you do, you can't please them. And they because them not happy in themselves. Yeah. If you're not happy with yourself and inside of yourself, then you know you're just miserable about life and you go around trying to make other people miserable. Yeah, you love miserableness. So Karen notice say keep by your mouth, you better than keep by your mouth means stop talking, shut up. So me know you try to tell me something, but I think you're using it in the wrong context. Me can't keep on my mouth. No, me have to talk. Wayne Evans says the camera is a bit fuzzy. I don't know. It's very clear here for me. All right. So, anybody else see the camera fuzzy? No? Yes, Wayne Core. Wayne saying these days those type of people are so plentiful. Everywhere. Yes, it's fuzzy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's clear. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's clear. Yes, it's fuzzy because of the lighting. Yes, it's fuzzy. Really? It's absolutely clear for me. Oh, no. It's clear. Sharon Banches is clear. That, I'm gonna log on another device. We have 3 topics to talk about this morning. See, these are the topics for this morning. If you want to stick around, Ali Atkinson at the World Championships swimming champion in Doha for 2024. We have to big up Ali. There's a discussion and a law being passed in Jamaica at the moment. The JLP, your Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness, is in a hurry to push this law through, which I warned the youths them about 2 months ago. I think it was when it first came to public knowledge that they were trying to do this, and it was a 20 years minimum imprisonment for youths, I believe under 18 or is it under 16, that commit murders in Jamaica. The People's National Party leader, Mark Golding, they are fighting back against that. And we're going to talk about deterrent, and we're going to talk about the murder rate, and we're going to talk about the youth them, and we're going to talk about this 20 years minimum mandatory. You must understand that minimum mandatory means that's the least amount of time you will do. I want to be clear so the youth them who watch this understand exactly what's going on, because I realize that a lot of them don't pay attention to what's going on around them. They know who's the latest DJ, they know the latest song them, they know the latest mix-up stories, they know all that, but they don't know the laws that govern them and what's going on in their lives until it hit them, right? I was watching a sad video yesterday. It's a documentary about children doing life in prison. One youth get hit with 60 years at 14 years old. And they started filming 13 years ago when he first got his sentence. Or 20, something like that. 13 years ago? Yeah, 13 years ago when he first got his sentence. And they went back and revisited him for the first time yesterday. And to see how that youth looked different from when he was 14 and first sentenced to how him look now as a grown person with a full beard and everything, and to know that he is still inside of the same penitentiary and stuff like that. It was friggin' disheartening, you know, and him seems so institutionalized. Like, it's hard to look on him, man, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. And of course, my big part of the morning is Vybz Kartel wins majorly against the against the Jamaican government. Major win. This is a major win for Adidja Palmer, aka Vybz Kartel, against the Jamaican government. I mean, know enough people now that like this, but we've been saying this for years. We've been saying, and see there, all of it is coming to fruition. See, so those are the topics we're going to talk about this morning. I don't know if there's might be something on my actually sitting on the floor, right, in a hoodie that try to stay warm. But forget to me up on this so I can move around the thing. See, this is my surroundings. See, I have no socks and no shoes, me barefooted. Have two something of juice up here, so pineapple and a V8 splash and them thing there. This is my surroundings. Everybody else around the so I hide on these kind of things. Let me see if I can clean this off real quick. It might be my fingerprint on the camera. If it's not, work with it. Let me clean the camera, see? All right. We'll clean off the camera. If that didn't make it, y'all hide around there? You want nobody to know say you're there? Bill? Yes. Y'all hide? You want nobody to know say you're there? Should not hide in, should flow out. All right. Check it out. It's the internet stream. Okay, so we're gonna go with our topics this morning. See? Let's start out with giving a shout out to Ali Atkinson. Andrew, don't kill me so early. Me not pay no attention. Which one do? Let's just shout out Ali real quick because it's not much to say on her behalf. So Ali Atkinson, world record 100-meter breaststroke swimmer at the Doha 2024 World Championships, represented for Jamaica. Well, she broke the world record before, and today, that team didn't know say Ali Atkinson was the owner of the world record 100-meter breaststroke swimming. That's something to big up. Like, we pay attention to track and field only and not to swimming so much or any other sport. But we're bad in swimming too. Or we have a representative that is bad in swimming as well. Bad as in good. So shout out to Ali Atkinson. I just watched the race this morning. It was super, and she represented well, and she make we look good, right? So she equaled the world record again. Repeated the world record at Doha for 2024. She had the one who break it before, set the new record, and then she came back this Doha 2024 last night and equaled the world record again. All right, so big up to her for that. Now, want to talk about the Vybz Kartel thing. first, or you want to talk about the 20 years minimum, mandatory minimum first. It's up to you. Choose, and you have 60 seconds to choose while I sip some of this coffee. Is it going to be 20 years minimum or Vybz Kartel first? MD said congratulations. So we've got 120 years, we've got a Vybz Kartel, we've got another 20 years, we've got a Vybz Kartel, a Vybz Kartel, a Vybz Kartel, a Vybz Kartel, another Vybz Kartel, another Vybz Kartel, I think it's going to be Vybz Kartel. We've only got 220 years, 320 years, 420 years, Vybz Kartel, mandatory number 4, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel. It looks like it's going to be Vybz Kartel. It's rolling so fast, I cannot keep up. It's Vybz Kartel, 20 years, another 20 years, that's 5, 26, 20 years, 26 Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel. It looks like it's going to be, let me sip the tea. It's almost there, Mr. Palmer. Someone says Mr. Palmer, which is Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel. Another 20 years, that is 620 years and 100 Vybz Kartel. It looks like it's going to be Vybz Kartel. And we're coming around the bend on the way to the straight, heading down to the finish line. And it says Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, 2020, 2020. Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel, Vybz Kartel. And by a long shot, it is Vybz Kartel. All right, we reached the finish line and it's Vybz Kartel. So we could but we got at the auction with there. Let's go with the Vybz Kartel. The audience has spoken. So Vybz Kartel it is. All right, here we go. Vybz Kartel. And this is by order of His Majesty, King Charles, has said that the Jamaican government must pay all costs related to the Vybz Kartel Privy Council appeal, the process, all costs. So, in a few language now, they have ruled. This is a ruling coming straight from, with the letterhead being, remember I'm telling you, say, when I was in England, I got a letter, and the letter said, at the Queen's request, you are required to vacate the country by this date period, or you will be forced, or we will be forced to deport you. Power on green paper. I said, damn, the Queen? The Queen want me out of England so bad? Yo, me have to leave, right? Well, that's kind of one of those letters. See, so the letter come letter-headed with, from King Charles's desk, basically. And it says that the Jamaican government must repay all costs that are related to the Vybz Kartel Privy Council appeal case. What does that mean? I've heard and read somewhere, I don't know if it is true, that the tally is about $125 million. I'm not sure if that's true. What I am sure is they will have to repay that money. That leave a floodgate open for something else to happen, right? Do you think they are going to pay? This is an order from the highest court. What you mean they think them are going to pay? Them have to pay. It's set in stone. They have to pay. This is not a Jamaica courthouse where I come tell you about, and then you have to pay this much, and then you run, we go a country, go live, and them can't find you. You have to pay. When this kind of order comes down in the US, and you do not pay, I want you to look at the defamation lawsuit with Cardi B. I use famous people so you understand. Cardi B and the vlogger Tasha K, right? When Cardi B won the lawsuit, Tasha K said, sue me, bitch. I ain't paying shit. I don't have it. And everybody was like, oh, wow, she not going to get no money. Cardi B came back and said, okay, got you. Say less. Next thing you know, them jump on her. They ran in her house. They started pen and paper, and them are write down and size up all your stuff. You have a nice flat screen. That's about a 75-inch. Let's look up the value of that. Then put that down. Them write down. They come to take everything. Even the one vehicle that she had, which is a Wagoneer she was driving. That's where I learned that a Wagoneer is pretty expensive. I have all kind of features in it. But they detail out all your belongings, and they're getting ready to auction off all your belongings to pay off that debt. Either that, or you better work out some type of payment plan and start paying it back. And it's a payment plan that has to be agreed to by the person who you owe the money to. So them can't run from this. They're gonna have to pay it back. Now I'm sitting here thinking of two things. One, I'm imagining Vybz Kartel in his cell where he's at, just laughing. Like, yo, you know how much stress to put that money here together. Cause stressing from behind bars trying to put this money together to fight for your freedom. You have to make sure you can pay your lawyer's fee. You have to make sure you can pay this fee, that fee. You have to make sure, and then it's not only about lawyers in Jamaica, because then it's done in the UK, so you have to get UK representation as well. And now you are paying, them not charge you in a Jamaican money, you're paying in British pounds. And you know how the British pound work out to Jamaican money equivalency, right? So yeah, stress for pay back this money and pay this money and fight this case. And then it goes all the way to the top. And then not only does your conviction get overturned, a ruling comes behind that they have to pay, them have to foot the whole bill and pay that money back to you. Wow. I think a couple of things here. For one, the establishment as it sits, they must hate the hell out of Isaac Buchanan. He's a disruptor. Isaac Buchanan is not seen amongst his ranks as a friend. I'm telling you, he's a disruptor. If you know Jamaica system set up, the colonial system in place still, the Rasta boy there is a disruptor. Yeah, and they might laugh with him in front of his face, but I think even Isaac knows it. But I'm sure he also knows that that's his mission. You know, he was ordained to do this kind of work. So you have to go in there and stir up things and ruffle feathers, but with respect, which is a hard work to do. Because you're not just kick in the door and frig up everything inside. You have to meticulously come in and try to do it in an intelligent manner and buy the books and all these other things. He's a disruptor. But that you take it all the way. First of all, let me defend Isaac Buchanan for about 5 minutes or 2 minutes. I've seen somebody say, or a lot of people are saying, oh, it makes sense because he was a criminal before. Only in Jamaica, where the laws are so messed up, you can go from being a criminal to becoming a lawyer overnight. First of all, the guy never become a lawyer overnight. I think he is a shining example of what reform looks like. If you have a youth that's getting in trouble, you hope and pray that down the road somewhere in the future, this youth is still alive, he never got prison, gunman never kill him out a road for when mix up in her, and that he's able to turn his life around completely and become not only just a regular citizen, but a shining example of what reform looks like. I think he is, if Jamaica is looking for to put up in this school them a big picture of somebody, children, follow this guy. This is reform. Put up Isaac Buchanan picture in the prison them. Follow this guy. It is possible. Him. Did it, been through it, came out of it, refocused, shifted his focused. When I go on, like I said, the man never go law school. First of all, you have to qualify before you go to law school. You have to qualify for law school, right? That alone in itself is a feat, just qualifying for law school. Then you're accepted into law school. And then you bust up law school and you finish law school. Then you have to pass the bar. And then you have to be accepted by, right? So they act like him just go from prison to turn around tomorrow and he was a lawyer. And that's how it did go, man, right? And I think that it's jealous people who probably have family members or they themselves can't seem to get it right. And to see how he actually got it more than right. So yeah, I would show every youth who's in trouble. I said, look at Isaac Buchanan. That's a perfect example of turning around. And if we have prisons in Jamaica, right, and penal system, the basis of all that should be about reform. When I send people to prison, what I want them going there go do? Go link up with other criminal and come out and be more criminal than before they went in? or you want them to come out and become somebody like Isaac Buchanan. Now, everybody can't become an attorney, but you can come out and become something as powerful as, right? Or even more powerful than. He is just the example that it is possible. It is possible. See? So, and that's as real as it gets. Like, you can't fake that. You can't make that up. You can't pretend to be a practicing attorney that passed the bar. Nobody put him there. This wasn't a my friend knows your dad or your dad knows my dad kind of something. He had to work, for lack of a better term, his ass off to get to where he's at. Right. Yeah. Bishop Brown said context matters. That's that's Isaac's saying context matters. It sure the hell does. So yeah, with the Isaac Buchanan now, who comes into the picture, y'all watch what's going on, you know. You know, watch how things are unfolding. When man say God on time, watch what's going on with Paula Llewellyn. Watch what's going on with Vybz Kartel case. Watch the disruptor that came in, took it all the way to Privy Council, got that overturned. Now, where is Paula? Paula Llewellyn has stepped away forcefully. She has stepped away from her position as the director of the public prosecution department of public prosecution, right? Vybz Kartel's case is Paula Llewellyn's baby. It's Paula Llewellyn's crown. I didn't really know nothing about Paula Llewellyn really, and nobody would be mentioning her after she retired if she wasn't so closely attached to the Vybz Kartel case. So, and I told you before, every one of these people, they want one big case to ride off into the sunset. Oh, you're the prosecutor that put dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel behind bars for life. Oh, you're the one. It not gonna work for Paula. That won't be a part of her story. What that was disrupted completely. So a part of her story now is gonna be, oh, you're the one that botched up the Vybz Kartel case, or it was botched up under you. Okay, and they went to appeals, and botched it up some more, and then it went to Privy, and Privy stepped on it, overturned it, sent it back to appeals. All right. Come June 10th to June 14th of this year, January, February, March, April, come June 10th to June 14th, there will be a hearing. In that hearing is where we will know, will there be a retrial for Vybz Kartel and the rest of the guys, which is Sean Storm, Andre St. John, and Kahir Jones. Will there be a retrial for these guys, or will there be just freedom? Paula Llewellyn's tenure has just, by a higher court, has just been ruled unconstitutional. Her time sitting in that seat for the last part of her renewal from 2020 has been ruled unconstitutional. They were trying to get Paula Llewellyn to be in office until she is 70 years old. They put an extension on there from 55 to 60, from 60 to 65. They were going for a 65 to a 70. That's what happened in layman's term, right? Her tenure was ruled unconstitutional. She had to step away. She herself left a message that says, given the ruling that just happened, she's unable to fulfill her duties. Yeah, because she wouldn't be in a legal position to do so. So she had to step away. I'm not rejoicing over her stepping away or anything. I'm just watching things unfold, and I'm reporting as an outsider looking in on the things, the chain of events that are happening and things are unfolding. You know what I say? So, Paula says she gotta go for a retrial. Is there gonna be bitterness? Is there gonna be, oh, so I'm win one next? Not only did they overturn him to sitting, now them say we have to pay for all of that. The whole light, they have to pay for the whole Privy Council appeal. Here we are. I think at this point, a smart court, a smart judge or set of judges would just say, you know what? a time will let go off of that something here. Because there's going to be more losses if they don't. I can see it already. Because guess what? It's a whole new case. Somebody was asking, and I'll clarify for you, it's a whole new case to be tried if it is to be tried again. Which means the whole new case can be fought all the way back to the Privy Council again. Now, given the intricacies of this case, the details of what is good and what is not good, I think their best interest is to just let this go come June 14th. Live on the air with SouFLOTv. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLOTv.
Morning, family. What going?
There. So we now, what am I going to do now? What the government are going to do now? Drawing taxpayers' money for pay for that judicial system.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Crap. Holy crap.
Absolutely.
So
all this could have been avoided, you know. All this could have been avoided, you know. All right.
Holy crap! I can't believe this.
Yeah.
No.
And it keeps on giving and giving.
And anyways, we're going to listen to it. Right?
All right, my brother. Yeah, it keeps on giving and giving. Because Monday they say, okay, so them overturned it. Now let's see. And to clarify again, somebody said, you know, go on like say, when Cartel go appeal again, and them decide say, even if them decide say them nah do our next trial, him have to go finish out him time. This is my second time clarifying this for you because you're still going around saying it and you're leaving this misinformation in my comment section, which I don't take too lightly of, because people will go say foolishness on your platform and go tell people say you say so, right? So I don't welcome the idiot them, and I don't welcome somebody who loves misinformation, because some people just love misinformation. Them just refuse to accept what the truth is. The truth is there is no case. Like, the truth is this: if they decide they will not retry this case, there is nothing left. As it sits right now, the man them stand as accused. Them stand just like me and you, right now, except for somebody said they did something. So now the state will have to go prove if they did it or not in a court of law, or the state will have to let them go. That's where it's at. So no, he won't have to serve out nothing. There's nothing to serve out. The 14th of June, we will know by the 15th of June what it's going to be. And I'm expecting there will be a walkout. Or what else could happen? What else could possibly happen is they decide to play hardball and stupid, and I would call it stupid. They would decide to play hardball and stupid, and if they decide to play hardball and stupid, this is it. They'll go in there and they'll say stuff like, well, Your Honor, he has the means to run. He has the capability, he has the ability, he has the connections, he has the financial wherewith to disappear or to disrupt this new trial. So we believe we'll keep them where they're at. And his attorneys will go in there and say, these guys have been locked up for 13 years now in a botched trial, which we said was botched from the beginning. Then you forced them to go through the whole appeal process. You shut down their appeal at the highest level of Jamaica courts. We had to go all the way to the UK to get what we tried to tell you from basic that was wrong heard there and convince you then there that it was wrong. Not only that, by order of King Charles, His Majesty, you now must fit the bill also for that entire appeal process. Must we go down this road again, right? And that's how it go there. So I'm looking forward to seeing them walk out, or at least hear a release date on the 15th of June, 14th to 15th of June. That's what I look for, right there. And I think that's what's going to happen. If they decide to play hardball, it'll happen the other way. But only somebody stupid, I think, would go that route at this point, right? Live on the air with SouFLOTv. Good morning.
Yes, I never knows that King could have done that, man.
Yeah. Yes, what them they tell me if they come out of the UK, so them can't do anything, you know. Them
So
can't do
so
anything.
that means that they can intervene on more things than Jamaica then, man.
Brother, I did a video. What we can teach right now. I did a video after doing some research where it was the queen at the time, and now the king has taken that position. That queen, or now the king, they hold special thing there over Jamaica. Like, put it this way, in layman's term, they can't be touched, and and
Okay,
and
man,
and,
man, man,
and they can move. They
because I
can
know.
move certain things. Yeah, man.
I know things less than, I know things the king can do then, man. That means 100 and don't get broke your law. Alright. But my point is that we're on that one.
Hey, what go on in your background? Cause whole heap of feedback.
Alright. Paula have a case, right? At Jamaica. When he said no, nothing here to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she was in, right? With this big top attorney. With her body and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Cartel, me know say your people. And at the end of the day, she have a case with her body. And she have a case without her body. Which one if you run no more? Which one should I run no more? The one with the body and the one without the body?
Well, what do you think?
You see me at that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And if you big up yourself, I just don't want the people them to say, you have a body and don't have a body. Which one should I run no more?
Yeah, but you have a famous person. All right, brother. All right. Mala.
Alright, listen.
Yeah, so like I was saying, it shouldn't have happened in the first place, but here we are, and it's all playing out. I mean, also some people right now, Bex, big time. Somebody said that SouFLOTv was going to need a mop and a bucket, because I'm going to piss up myself when them go Privy Council. This is somebody who keep on calling up my name for some reason, and then all such persons, individuals keep on frequenting my platform to tell me about myself and all that. But we stay the course, because you see, one thing me do over here, so you see, I burn the midnight oil and the early morning oil. Me sit down and me read. Me pen and paper and me write out. Me go over when me write out, and when me read and write out and read and pages and pages. So when somebody is arguing with you and you know say you study something so in depth, and them argue with you over YouTube video and vlogger comments, but you know you actually read the actual court documents, there's no room to argue. And on social media, the wrongest person can seem right. Because somebody passed, 1,000 fool passed by and hit that one comment, and now the one stupid comment have 1,000 thumbs up on it. Oh, this must be the right comment. And the one truthful comment have about 4 or 5 thumbs up on it. You see? So you can't really follow social media. That's why you have to follow sensible people. Rational people. People who have a little bit of intelligence. You know, the Justice League people, them over, right over there, so, right over there, so, brother. Yeah, but yeah, my mop and my bucket has not been used. I've been very joyful since, because I knew it was going to happen that way. And it did. It never happened the way them think it going to happen. And then on top of that comes this. So I wonder if them need a mop and a bucket now. Because on top of that, this is like insult to injury. You know? This is like insult to injury on top of that. But it's the law being played out. This is not people making fun of people. I want you to understand that this is the law being played out before us. That's all that is. Yeah. With that said though, I can't help but to think. Now the conversation comes up. Okay, so for all those years, he has been incarcerated. Let's talk about earning potential. Let's talk about retribution. Let's talk about compensation for missed wages. Let's talk about, we can't stop this up. Because we're not going to talk about suing for pain and suffering and all these other things. You know, me develop PTSD from being behind them walls for so long. I've seen some things, this, that. We're not talking about all that. Let's just talk about lost wages. Just that alone. Because if they've been ordered already to pay back for the entire Privy Council appeal process, you know, say at this point, if I was the 3-panel judge, I would have been trying to be Cartel them friend. I said Buchanan them friend. I would have called them lawyer in my chambers and say, listen, I could make a deal now because this thing now go away. And we have to strike justice on either side of the pendulum. So I could make a deal. Here what? Everybody on both sides drop this from this day forward. The man them free to go. I know it sounds bad, but this let's treat this as if it never happened, and let's move into the future. There's nothing hanging over them head. Anything them want, we give them. As far as stamp of approval, go travel, go where you want to go. There's no blockage on your entrance into whatever other countries you need to go into. We now follow you up. Cause them do that, you know. Them follow up behind the scene and them talk to Interpol upon and them say, yes, you must keep an eye on him because he is a reputed gang leader, but we just haven't held him yet. And before you know it, you reach England and then block your Heathrow or Gatwick and you can't come in. You reach France or yes or this, so then block you can't come in because they're getting warnings from Interpol, which is coming from them at JCF and other places or other government entities in Jamaica. So they could slight you in other ways. Call them in at the chambers and say, even them thing there, you don't have to worry about. And we wash our hands clean and we shake hands and we go a separate way and make this man go back to him life and blah, blah, blah. That's the best thing they could do. Anyhow, me here say, them are going to fight this again. I already know what the outcome is going to be. Live on the air with SouFLOTv. Good morning.
SouFLOTv.
Yeah, family. What go ahead?
Blessings, my boss. I make sure to make you finish the statement there before you call it. See that why I say? See that why I say what they should do would have been the perfect thing to do. In fact, I see somebody commenting up on one of your videos them and say, oh, I think them for just let him go with a condition, say, oh, we're gonna let him go, but I can't so away. That would have been also a not so bad idea. Just squash everything dead right there. So. And
the thing is, them can't do it legally. Conduct the legal.
They can't do it.
That's not
all right, but watch out. In all honesty, what I love, you know, the high courts come and say them to pay back Cartel for whatever I'm spent.
That can be proposed.
Yes,
hold on there. That can be proposed. That can be proposed by Vybz Kartel them defense. Like listen, the way how things are going right now, as you can clearly see, at the end of this, you guys could be left sitting before a massive lawsuit. So here what? How about we not even go that route? We shake hands and we cut ties from today forward. The man them move forward. Them will have to say that. But them on the other side can't say that because it's gonna look like bribery. We know we did wrong, but we will let you go if you don't sue we. But if we think you're gonna sue we not let you go. That sound like bribery. You understand? But from Cartel side, it's just me trying to get my client out the least troublesome way possible and be done with this. So it have to be from for them side. But if that deal that they're on the table, I think Cartel them would have take it.
You see, I think earlier on about Isaac Buchanan. And you're right, but you say it's simple, but I don't think it is so simple as though you say it. Like you say, them no view ISAT as one of them. ISAT is problematic. See, and
a disruptor.
To all we know Jamaica system set up that even ISAT himself not safe right now.
Same.
He must look and be careful. Because you come show up a system like this, you look a Rasta boy.
That's what me
say. Now you look a deported Rasta boy.
That's what me say.
You understand what I say? So that not look good on them. But what I love, the DJ getting money and he's supposed to forget when him come out. But me not see it will be easy. And you see another thing a while ago with them calling Interpol and saying this and saying that. I think that the one that in where them are going to stick him pan.
See.
I think so. Honestly. Any other knows them are going to no major country. Anything for this will be earning, this will be in lifestyle, they're going to try for that. They're not going to just make it go so.
That's why I'm bring it up.
You know what I mean?
That's why I'm bring it up.
You know what I
Because
mean?
yes, it's something that they do. Remember, I know them just left the popcorn, you know, not too long ago.
Alright, I just ain't gonna say that.
Alright,
just ain't gonna say that. Why you think popcorn can't come America up to this day?
Alright, me use example of real things that are happening. Me not guess. I say, oh, they might. Me know what them do. So me use it as example and say, this is what they do. You see?
Yeah, man. You're right. You're so right. But let me see what go on now. It's not an if or but they are road. But as far as him getting restitution, let's see how that go. You know what I mean? It's not like the government at Jamaica can say, oh, we're not, but then can hold it out and try them little tricks and stunts and cheats and what they do.
Yeah.
You know what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyhow, best of all, when I touch the topic there with the 20-year thing, what
we're gonna get into that right now,
brother. Have something to say about that, so I might call again.
All right, manners.
Manners and respect.
Manners and respect, sir. All right, let's hold off on the phone call them. Let's wrap up this segment. We have 15 minutes, 14 minutes left. Let's use that 14 minutes or 13 of it to get into the 20-year minimum, mandatory minimum. Let's clean up this section by finishing like this. What is meant to be, right? I'm not the creator, I'm not God, I don't control the universe, I don't know why the man them did have to do 13 years. Maybe it's karma, maybe it's for something else we don't know about, maybe it's whatever the case may be, but what we do know for a fact is that particular case with this one year, that case was botched, the case was put together, the case was, and it was put together with ill intentions, and the case was not lawfully followed through from beginning to end. Therefore, constitutional rights were clearly breached. We've been saying this for years, right? Here is the outcome. And all the people them who were in positions of power and did I beat them chest and say, yes, go ahead with it. I have no problem going forward. I'll accept the responsibility if anything blows back on us. See it now? See it now? It took a while. To some people, 10 years seem like forever, you know. But you see, when the 10 years come, and the fastest 10 years you ever see come, you hear me? I just like the people them who are 20 years old today. They must say, oh, you 35, you so old. Watch by the time them go so, blink 2 times and turn around 2 times. You're standing right there saying, blood fire me at 35. Yo, you see them in never 20. Years go by fast, my friend. And this has unfolded right in front of us. So again, look forward to June 10th to 14th and see if what I've been saying to you aligns with what is going to take place then. Yeah, man, God and time. That day. Now, let's move on to the 20 years minimum mandatory sentence for teenagers in Jamaica. I just like to tell you, sometimes even in the US, you might want a Democratic president, but you might want a Republican governor for the state that you live in. So I'm trying to tell Jamaican people then by example that you don't have to say JLP the whole way, and you don't have to say PNP the whole way. You have to vote properly for who suits what, where. All right, here we are. 20 years minimum mandatory sentence being pushed through right now, and it's about to be signed into law in Jamaica. The youth then better understand, say, if this gets signed into law, and you're 16, and you commit a murder, 15, and you commit a murder, you're going to be doing 20 years straight. Nobody can save you. The judge can't even say, well, this is his first time getting in trouble, so I could shave off 4 years. Well, you know, my mother have cancer and she got dead in 2 weeks, and we would like for him to see her buried. I could shave off the next 4 years. He was remorseful, so I could shave off another 5 years. That nothing, them can't shave off nothing. Nobody can save you. And this is the reason why now you have JLP, led by Andrew Holness, who is pushing for it and is vowing to sign it. And you have Mark Golding, who seem like him can't stop it, but he is contesting it on the national stage for the whole of Jamaica know say, me no with this. I don't want the youth them that young going to prison for 20 years is what Mark Golden is saying. But here what? As Jamaicans, right? We know the youth them. Most of the cold killers today. Remember, I know there are a lot of unsolved murders in Jamaica. I did a video not too long ago where they talk about embalming fluid. And they talk about how them mix it with the ganja and it called wet, or them put it on a cigarette, smoke it. And I remember one so-called Don / gang leader said, yeah man, when you get a little youth them that, you turn them in a demon, my youth, me I tell you. Yeah, me watch a youth go complete a mission one night. And how and fly over the fence and skate under the something and shoot up the something and grab something and come back lightning speed and something, and me I say, yo, if Jamaica have that in there, and they're targeting the little young youth them and using them to do these kind of things. As a Jamaican, y'all remember a time when we were held accountable? Me come from one time when we take exam for go to school, we used to call it common entrance. Not true? Alright. We used to call it common entrance. We not take no phone call, we are go out this morning. Common entrance. I remember say, at 8 years old, 9 years old, you were charged with the responsibility of knowing what your next steps in life were going to be. You're studying for an exam which will determine which high school you get to go into. That means today in 2024, with even more technology available to these youths and even more intelligence at their fingertips, there is no way that we should be talking to 14, 15, 16-year-olds as if they are 7 and 8 and trying to shield them. Them know damn well what them are do. They know exactly what they're doing, right? So yes, socioeconomic issues play a role. If a youth is born into a certain environment and gunman hit him up on corner every day because he have to pass the gangs to get to school, just like I told you about the little girls in certain communities, when gunman say, yo girl, gunman want you, you know, she don't have a choice, she have to go, and so she have to lose for her virginity, all kind of something like that. The socioeconomic issues play a role. However, there are choices. There are choices that the parents must make. We have to go move from around here, so because we can't raise a family around here. So I don't know, go capture a piece of land in a country somewhere till they move you off it. But for the sake of your children, you're going to, this law will force parents to have to do better. Not just sit around and talk about, well, boy, you know, my band come sitting, stay, so, you know, and around here, so we live, and boy, we can't afford to do nothing else. So my little youth just get caught up, you know, I caught up, him get caught up. And then not only that, there are shining examples around you of youths who come from the rough inner cities, same way gang-infested communities, high murder rate from them community, and they friggin' make it out. They make it out. By the hook or the crook, they make it out. So you have to go start decide what you want to do. And I've been calling for a deterrent for the longest. The video I was watching that I started talking to you guys about, it was a gang leader that grabbed a little youth. And him tell the little youth, say, you young. So by the time you reach 18, they'll wipe your record. They started using him at 13, 14. You young. So the little youth used to believe them. And he got caught a couple of times, and they took him to juvenile facility and called him parents, and his parents come pick him up because he was 13, 14, never get catch again, so he thought he was cool. Well, right before him turned 15, him get catch. And when he got caught, he got tried as an adult. And now he was sitting there saying, damn, this ain't what they told me. They told me I was going to be, they were going to always let me go. So as long as I did that's why they used to send me. They're doing the same thing in Jamaica. Them I grab the little youth, them using them to do all kind of stuff, and then telling the youth, them say, you young man, so I just a slap on the wrist you go get, you know. Me's a 3-timer already, me repeated in the system. So if them catch me a big this and that and the other, and the little youth, them, they're getting caught up. But this will force everybody to get on the same page of something that's called accountability. Yeah, face responsibilities and be accountable for your actions, right? I don't think it's fair that you're able to kill because your head hot My head hot. Nobody can tell me nothing. Me not take no talk. Okay. Well, be treated as an adult. Your head hot? Go sit down for 20 years somewhere where everybody else head hot too. You love fight? Go stand inside or somewhere where who are be a man in a bullpen there and them love fight too. Because nobody can tell you nothing out here, right? There has to be a deterrent. So this time, I don't agree with Mark Golden trying to stop this. I mean, I don't care what nobody wants to say. Me draw my line upon that one, yeah. Me no agree with it. I think Andrew Holness should push this one through as quickly as possible and make them Ross go to prison for 20 years at a minimum. It will tell the other youth them say, blood fire, 20 years. Nah, me I gotta find something else to do with myself. Yeah. Me I find something else to do with myself. I go do liquor farming or this or that or the other and take my time and be patient and work my way through. But right now there is no deterrent. And because there is no deterrent, we have what we have. Right? Man will tell you, say, yo, me murder you, I'm gonna do me 10 years, cause that them all get. Yo, me murder you, me out in 7. A school youth stab and kill another school youth probably about a year or 2 ago. And the youth that he killed was a star football player. That youth got sentenced to 5 or 7 years or something like that. I think 7 years and he's out in 5. And he'll do those in a juvenile facility and then in back on road again. And a murder. And I think it was over a guard ring or something like that they were fighting over in school. Yeah. So you get to stab a star football player who was going places, you ain't not going nowhere. You come to school every day like madman, like badman, like bullbuck and duppy conqueror. You stab and kill up the people in Picnic over foolishness, and you'll be back on the road in 5 years. I don't think that's justice. I don't think that's justice at all. So yeah, if him did at least get a 20 minimum mandatory, it would have been a different outcome to it. See? Let me see what I got. Mr. Bram said, tides and offering time. The show deserves it. Keep up the great work, little bro. Happy weekend, my SouFLOTv family. Big up yourself, sis, and thank you. I appreciate you greatly. But that's the thing, why not have 20-minute minimum murder regardless of age? No, they've increased, they are going to increase the age for adults as well. And I believe we covered this before, so I don't want to say the wrong numbers, but adults are getting increased to, I believe, 45 for at the minimum mandatory. Yeah, 45 or something like that for minimum mandatory. So it's not just 20 across the board, and there's nothing here for us to argue about. If you truly really wish for change and good change, I don't think you should not argue this. I think you should be applauding this. I think you should be saying, long time coming. Now is the time. You know what I mean? It's been too long. How long we been saying, damn, them not do nothing. Them just see the people, the youth, them a kill off each other, so them not do nothing, them not say nothing, them a send them go juvie for 5 years or 7 years and then nothing else. They really don't care. So Ross them with a 20. And remember, this 20 is not for adults. Like you said, this 20 is for children. Right. And now you know also how that will go. Probably for their juvenile years, they will be in a juvenile facility. When them reach adult years, they will be shipped over to an adult facility where they will be with adult criminals, prisoners, until them complete them 20 years. So that's where that would be. No, youth, you're wrong on this one. What am I wrong about? Not just tell me say me wrong, you have to tell me why I'm wrong. But me not feel like me wrong. I feel like this is what needs to be done. But here what? There's about 30 seconds left in this video. So what I want you to do is to continue this discussion in the comment section, and I will meet you in the comment section, and I will try to answer everybody I can in the comment section. Somebody said the other day, you look desperate, how you answer everybody in the comment section. Anybody who follow me knows that ever since I started YouTube, I made it a goal to answer everybody in the comment section. The channel grew rapidly and get out of control, and now me can't answer hundreds of comments by myself, so me don't answer everybody anymore. That is what it is for the newcomers who don't understand, right? So keep the conversation going in the comment section. Should there be a minimum mandatory of 20 years for minors? I believe it's 16 or under, or so. Yeah, I think it's 16 and under, or under 16 who commit murder. Should there be a minimum mandatory sentence for them, or should we continue to try them like juvenile, put them in a juvenile facility, give them 5 to 7 years for murder, and then send them back home after them done? Fresh and young with, we don't know, increased criminal mindset. We have to know what we are doing. Here? So if you think I'm wrong for siding with them on the JLP on this one, put it in the comment section and put why. And I'll see you there. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. And we will be putting videos up on Rapid for the next couple of weeks. So try your best to stay with the content. I promise not to make all of them so long, because I know some people busy and having a life to live. So, you know, that is that. One love. Later. I'm out. Peace. If me can figure out how to done that video, you know, let me see. You go like that and hit the X, and then it asks if you want done, and I say yes. Peace.